What's good, everybody? We are back again for another episode of the No Hedging Podcast. I go by the name of Rip16, the GOAT.
I'm tired of fly jet, you heard?
And we are the Mighty No Hedging Podcast duo. Man, listen. Week 6 was fucking exhilarating.
I bet.
It was all over the place in terms of some of the matchups, ups and downs, a true roller coaster of a ride between dogs and favorites. And we're gonna talk about it, but we also got to talk about week 7 that's coming up and some exciting things to come. So make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you stay tapped in with us.
Do that
because we have a lot of wonderful things going on over here. Can I pop this show off with one of my favorite things to do, if you don't mind?
Do you, bro?
It's a little segment we like to call GOATTalk. Don't even worry about it.
What? You didn't say nothing, man.
Not even asking. I'm gonna give myself a what? Listen, man. Like I said, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a journey. You're going to take some wins. You're going to take some losses. You're going to take some punches on the chin, but you get your ass back up and you get back in that ring. You know why? Anybody can. Because sometimes you get belt to ass. And sometimes you give belt to ass like I did last week. And that's what the fuck we fight for. You got to come back. You got to get them dubs. You got to keep winning. They don't want it. They don't want you to take their money. But you take it anyway. You know why? Because you got to be a bully for Vegas.
They're giving out free
You just got to
stuff
be
in
a
there.
bully for Vegas. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to get dubs. I want y'all to win. I want you to run it up. Just like the intro song says. So
Run it up.
We got it. Or the outro song, I should say. But at the beginning, we talking GOAT talk. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So I want y'all to stay encouraged. Keep the energy flowing. Keep them dubs flowing. We saw some phenomenal performances, and your performance against Vegas could be the next one. So like I said, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's pop this show off with an OG classic segment that we like to call Takeaways.
Intercepted!
What do you got?
Interception! And it's picked! It's picked off.
Anyway, go ahead, man. What you got for the people on the first part of takeaways? What you got?
One of my first takeaways would be I don't think there is a clear-cut best team in the league.
You don't think so?
No, I feel like all the teams we have seen, they all have some sort of flaws.
Right.
You know, that they've been exposed to or been exposed that showed us there's no like dominant team out there right now. You know what I'm saying? The best teams have lost games that they shouldn't have lost, quote unquote. And I think the league is all over the place right now as far as like who is going to be solidified as that number one in the AFC or that number one in the NFC. You see what I'm saying? Like there are a lot of teams that have 1 or 2 losses, you know what I'm saying, that it's in limbo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? It kind of reminds me of like college football right now.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like the SEC, how Georgia always has this hard time beating Alabama, but then they'll go beat up on Tennessee and these other teams, but then Alabama have a hard time against like Vanderbilt and Tennessee, and Tennessee can't beat Georgia. It's like a lot of that going on. So, I mean, and I think you see that with teams like Detroit Lions losing to the Chiefs, but the Chiefs losing to the Chargers and to just other teams. Like they it's a lot of up and down. So it's like there are, for every glaring strength you have, there's a glaring weakness, and there's that weakness that makes them beneath this other team. Yeah. So I mean, it kind of feels like when you play somebody is the most important part of it right now. Yeah. Which makes these games very interesting because you don't exactly know how it's gonna go.
Yeah. But I think it has a lot to do with I think what you're about to talk about is like the injuries.
Oh yeah, so my takeaway, one of my takeaways is the insurmountable injury mountain.
Yeah.
What some of these teams are on. It's teams missing 15 players. Like
Starters.
Not even
Starters.
We're not even talking like one guy out here, but we talking starters, and then we talking double digits missing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the San Francisco 49ers are probably at the top of that mountain. They damn near 20 people out.
Bro,
like,
I
saw
don't know
somewhere they was damn near missing 20 people.
I don't know
That's
what
ridiculous.
they got going on over there, but they always, every year, they always have the injury bug. Always.
And I thought, and earlier on, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? All these injuries have somehow built them up with like some extra callus on their skin, and that's how they're somehow winning these games. However, I just feel like the injuries are just getting insurmountable.
Yeah, it's getting like you're starting. The players that are getting injured are big time players. Fred Warner, George Kittle. You know, you got receivers. You know, like those are key pieces.
Their entire wide receiver room has been injured.
Oh yeah,
at some point, from Kittle to Pearsall to Jennings to Ayuk already was out from last season. So I mean, your quarterback, both of them got hurt. Your leading, your defensive captain that got hurt. He had the same type of injury Tyreek had. This whole dislocated ankle looked nasty. So I mean, it looks like he's pretty much done for the season. Out of my guesstimation,
I would assume so. That didn't look too good.
It didn't look good at all. So, I mean, it's just an insurmountable injury mountain, but they're not even the only one. The Ravens been beat up. The Panthers been beat up. It's been a lot of
Detroit,
teams.
their whole secondary is out. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you can't really define like a clear-cut team, because even the Chiefs, they had issues early on with their receivers being all banged up. And they're starting to get people back. So it's like you said, it's a combination of injuries and then the time you play in certain teams. You know what I'm saying? If you get them at a situation where they're down a bunch of players, then that's an opportunity for you to capitalize on that. So I think, you know, that plays a role into why it's like there's no clear-cut number one team, but the Chiefs are getting healthier now. And
it's funny you speak on them. The Chiefs actually, and they get Rashee Rice back.
Yeah.
And I need you bad on fantasy, big dog.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs getting healthier, getting Rashee Rice back, and I think the funny part about that is, ironically, is starting to shape up for the Chiefs to start becoming the strongest team again.
That's what it's looking like.
Just because they won, they came out, they beat the Lions, which was a big victory for them, and then they're gonna have Rashee Rice back again, coming back for a division game, you know, which is gonna put them in position to, you know, at least make if not win the division, at least try to make a push for the wild card spot after the Chargers. The Chargers got a good chance at still winning the division because they still have a 3-game lead.
Their schedule was tough too, the Chiefs.
But
early.
Yeah, their schedule was tough and they was injury prone. So, I mean, it's starting to shape up for them to be able to be that dominant team again. However, it's just very interesting where we at right now in terms of how these teams are shaping up. And the injuries, I think, are a huge part of that.
Yeah.
Parlaying that, though, with another takeaway, Baker Mayfield. Despite the injuries. MVP. Tez thought it was him. They weren't talking to you, Tez. They was talking about Baker. But despite the injuries, Baker Mayfield was out here with a bunch of backups, a busted line, a backup running back, and he was still out here making plays. That one play where he ran and broke the tackles and ran
on third down, it was like 3rd and 12 or something like that. 3rd and 14 or something.
Baker is out here baking.
Yeah.
That was after Emeka Egbuka went down, which was a huge injury for that team. But Baker still put the team on his back, still made some deep passes, made some beautiful passes. It was some beautiful catches made. They made adjustments on the fly, and they were able to get the job done against the San Francisco 49ers. So that was a big win for them despite the injuries. But Baker Mayfield's performance has been MVP-like. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah, all season. All season.
It's been MVP-like, and he got to get some credit where it's due. Baker's out there baking.
all season, carrying the team on his back. Key
Regardless
moments.
of who else is out there.
Key moments, you know, using his legs, breaking tackles, making beautiful passes. I mean, he got to be MVP candidate number 1 at this point.
I mean, yeah.
Without him, they ain't doing nothing.
Absolutely not. And that's evident based on the fact that he's able to do this with interchangeable parts. I'm very curious to see for this next game in particular, because it is a tough opponent going against the Detroit Lions coming up in Week 7.
Banged up Lions though.
They are banged up
in the secondary.
They banged up in the secondary, but you banged up at wide receiver. So I'm just curious to see how this performance looks for them. I think if he gets Mike Evans back, which is a possibility, they say they haven't cleared that yet, but they say it's a possibility that Mike plays. And if he does, you know, that's a huge help. But I'm just curious to see how this game turns out. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And we'll speak on that game a little bit more later on in the show. Any other takeaways for you though?
That's all I got.
Oh, Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Both games. Both games of Monday Night Football. First of all, we was in the building for the Falcons versus Bills. But you know, we had some eyes on Washington and Chicago as well. The biggest thing from that Washington and Chicago game clearly had to be the turnovers.
Yeah. Can't win.
You can't win with those costly mistakes and those costly turnovers. Those 2 fumbles, the interception right before you swaying yourself from getting 7 points on the board because that was a touchdown catch about to happen to a turnover going the other direction.
Yeah, they was like on the 25, 30-yard line going in and fumbled the snap. Not fumbled the snap, but fumbled the handoff. Curtains.
Yeah, that was a curtain call.
It was curtains out there. They were up 2 points.
They had it. They was up by 2 points. They had a chance to get a field goal.
At least. And, you know, run some more clock off. They was in a great position. Yeah.
And, I mean, and that just goes to show you, though, you can't get too comfortable or get too complacent to just think it's just a foregone conclusion because, I mean, a lot of people say, okay, you don't pass the ball, you run the ball. But, I mean, that's something you run the risk of doing on a damn handoff. It looks like they was trying to do like a zone read, like you said.
Read option.
Which you was calling that out. You was like, they got to do a
read option.
And he did, and something happened during the handoff.
But that's the safest play you can do in that situation is a handoff. You don't want to throw it in that scenario because you get an incomplete pass, you burn out clock, or you get a sack. I mean, so handing the ball off, it's just the conditions. It was wet, ball was wet, and they fumbled it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a bad play call. I can't put that on Quinn or the offensive coordinator for making a bad play call. But you also got to be aware of your environment too, because of the simple fact you playing in less than ideal conditions. You got slippery football. You might have wind, all type of stuff. So you have to take the elements into consideration, especially coming up on this time of year. It's about to start getting cold in some of these places. You about to start dealing with snow. A situation like that, rain can happen any time of year. But just things like that have to be taken into consideration by these coaches as they call in these plays at this particular juncture of the season. I think it's starting to kick in. That was like the first time we've seen the elements possibly play a role in a turnover or a condition or something like that. So keeping that in mind, that was a takeaway from that game. But the Falcons versus the Bills, man, the energy was high. And the crazy thing is it was probably more Bills fans in the building than Falcons fans.
It's not probably.
There was a lot of blue jerseys in there.
It was definitely was.
They was cheering on the way to the seats and they was crying on the way to the car.
I got a couple notes about that game.
Talk to him.
Buffalo's defense, specifically the secondary, is not good.
The secondary is like, once you get to the second level, it's like they're non-existent. If they don't make a tackle to stop you, then they just cooked.
Yeah, because, I mean, they gave up almost 500 total yards.
Yeah.
to Atlanta.
Bijan had 239 yards from scrimmage by himself, 170 on the ground, 68 in the air.
Yeah, so they gave up almost 500 yards total offense defensively. Gave it up. So Buffalo's defense is not good.
I think Milano being out could have helped them because I've seen Milano be out before, and their defense looks terrible, especially when it comes to the run.
Run stopping, yeah, for sure.
I honestly do not believe Bijan would have had 170 yards if Milano was in the game.
Yeah, but Drake London did get off in the pass
Drake
game.
Drake was gonna cook you.
He went off in the passing game. He had a great game.
Yeah, Drake was cooking.
My second note about that game: questionable decisions by Atlanta.
Oh, for sure. Especially before that half. Mm-hmm. At halftime, you could have took a 3-point. You could have took the kick. Took 3 points.
Try the kick. Get the points.
Get some
up
points.
3 scores.
And then y'all managed to get the ball back. Mm-hmm. And then I think that's when you could try to push and get that touchdown or do some extra fancy shit. But I wouldn't have got cute twice.
Yeah, they got cute. I mean, if Drake London scores a touchdown, doesn't step out of bounds, we not talking about it, right?
Right,
you
but
know
that's why you run your ass out of bounds rather than try to run to the end zone.
Right,
it's
unless you can guarantee a touchdown.
Unless you guarantee wide open touchdown, he was like, "Nah, I think I can beat him."
Yeah,
and then he didn't. He was right there, but when he hit his legs, that foot stepped out, and that's the risk you run of not running out of bounds.
Yeah, then it was like some questionable play calls in terms of run versus pass. You have Buffalo on the heels running the football, but then you go to a pass and play, give Buffalo more opportunities, you know what I mean? So that was a little questionable decisions. Last thing, kudos to the Atlanta defense. They carried this win, holding Bills to 14 points.
Yeah, they did. The defense stepped up. They got some sacks. They contained Josh Allen really well all night. I think Josh probably had one big run, which might have been like 15, 16 yards or something like that. And that was very late in the game. I think they did an overall great job of containing Josh Allen and keeping him in the pocket, but at the same time maintaining coverage and switching up your blitz schemes and switching up your coverage schemes.
Josh Allen stats: 15 to 26, $180, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's not good.
That's not a good stat line. Like, it's not the worst.
Accompanied by 4 sacks.
The 4 sacks were huge. They was after him.
2 of 9 on third down.
And you making stops on third down. So you forcing 3 and outs.
Atlanta dominated that game from start to finish.
They did. And they looked like they came out of a bye week and they played like they came out of a bye week. They came intense. Now somebody asked me, am I buying stock into them? I'm not gonna go that far as of yet because like I said, I do like what I saw. I saw them put on a great performance against the Bills, but it was some questionable decisions in there. And then it was also the Bills' defense that was just partially beat up, but just, I don't know, talent-wise on that secondary, they just look a little ugly. Like
they need speed, man. They don't have no speed back there. They slow. Drake once you get into that second level past the linebackers, I mean, you see what happened. 81-yard touchdown. You know,
and Drake was catching a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a lot of problems. It's a lot of glaring issues with the Bills, and that kind of parlays back into what we said on that first part about it's no real dominant team. Just because the Bills are supposed to be one of those dominant teams.
Man, they lost 2 in a row.
But they lost 2 in a row to teams that they was expected to beat. Not even the teams that was expected to be close. It's teams what they were expected to beat these teams clearly, and they clearly did not.
Yeah.
So yeah. But moving right along to another wonderful segment of this show. Pretty important part of this show. Since we've been talking about, contenders, pretenders, all these things, why don't we hop into a little segment we like to call Besides the Eagles.
What ticket, yo?
Definitely Besides the Eagles.
We're going to get into that in a minute because I can hear it in your tone when you're about to go with that. But we're going to get into that in a second in another segment. However, I want to speak on a couple of teams in this contender and pretender section. One contender gotta be at this point the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are leading the division right now.
Yeah.
We were not expecting them to lead this division at the beginning of the season, but again, the insurmountable injury mountain has struck the other teams, and they have been able to capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
They are winning their division. They're 4-1. 4-1. They come off a bye week. They just got another division win against the Browns. So they looking like they're in real good shape right now coming out of the bye.
They in great shape.
Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Warren, Kenneth Gainwell had a breakout game before the bye week overseas. They just have a lot of things going in their favor. Just a lot of moving parts, and they're playing really well overall. A lot better than expected, I think, especially after trading NFL youngboy George Pickens.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on the Pittsburgh Steelers right now?
They're quietly like nobody's really talking about them that much. You know what I'm saying? But they lead in the division. They got a strong lead in the division.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody believes in Cincinnati or the Browns due to their quarterback injuries. The Ravens kind of fell off a cliff due to their lack of defense. The defense not living up to expectations this year.
Oh my God, defense is non-existent.
And also the injury to Lamar Jackson, another quarterback.
They got defensive injuries too, though, because they was missing Roquan Smith. And
so like, I mean, the Steelers, they're like they're gonna take off with that division
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Aaron Rodgers still playing at a pretty high level. Like I said, they running the football. Kenneth Gainwell doing well there. They found a running back that can that can carry the load, so to speak. And there's a little connection coming along between Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
So it's working.
Scary.
It's working. It's working right now.
Yeah, and I think it's very interesting because I think we expected there to be at least two teams come out of this division. Somebody's gonna be in wild card. Somebody's gonna win. And right now it's looking like there's gonna be one. And and that's gonna open up the door for somebody else, maybe in one of the weaker divisions that we didn't expect to be as good, such as the Jags, Texans, Colts. Who else?
I think the AFC West, bro, might be able to get.
You might be able to get two out of that one because it's looking like the Jags, Texans, and the Colts playing pretty decent, right? Pretty well right now. So they probably end up taking a spot from this division. But I think this is definitely one of those teams that's more of a contender than a pretender, just because they're showcasing it on both sides of the football. You got one of those great coaches. So they're just doing a lot of things well, and people haven't been talking about it. So, I just find it very interesting. I don't know what that guy's doing over there. But the other team that's been on my radar, and just to be clear, this team is 1,000% a pretender. But I got to talk about them. The Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are 0-3 on the road. But they're 3-0 at home.
They 500.
They 500, right? I think at the beginning of the season when we was looking, they was only projected to get like 4 wins.
Something like that.
It's week 6. After week 6, they got 3. And quiet as kept, they've been covering some spreads.
Yeah.
So while they may be a pretender in an overall grand scheme of pictures, they're absolutely a contender when it comes to bets.
They're a competitive team.
They're a competitive team, and especially when they at home, I like some Carolina Panthers to cover some bread, cover a bet. So, I mean, if you got some bread you trying to make, Carolina Panthers might be a good money team. If you're trying to play money ball, bets, see what's going on, y'all keep your eyes on the Carolina Panthers because they're going to make you some bread in a lot of situations because they will cover a spread. Now, this game coming up is a road game for them, and as I just said, they're 0-3 on the road. Next time you see them at home,
play the Jets.
Just take a look at them. But they are playing the Jets.
I'm sorry, Jets. They had -10 passing yards.
But the Jets so ass, they might lose to the Panthers. So, I mean, you know, who knows? We can talk about that a little bit more in a second anyway. But, yeah, those are some of the teams on our radar. And according to some of these bad teams, according to some of these polls, some of these teams who need to get the hell on, we have another wonderful segment around here. Fan favorite segment. It's a little segment we like to call Clock Out for Me, Big Dawg.
Clock out, big dog.
Yeah, you can go ahead and clock out.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the folks need to know, man, who's on your radar? Who needs to get up out of town? Who you thinking this week, man?
Well, I don't got to think.
Okay.
I don't have to think at all. They already made a decision. So it's been reported that Bill Callahan, head coach of the Tennessee Titans, has been clipped.
So they made him fall on the sword?
He fell on the sword. They pushed him on the sword. Got him up out of there. As we know, the Tennessee Titans have not
they hit him with
been
the
good.
Scar and Mufasa.
Shit, he's only been, I think this is,
Brother.
he only been the head coach for like a year and a half, I think it was. So.
It's not his fault. It's
I mean,
really
you
not
got
his fault.
a rookie.
You
got a rookie quarterback. I mean, you got to give him some time. I don't know what
Your
it is.
best wide receiver is a guy who is clipped for throwing games.
Yeah, they don't have nothing, no talent. They don't have much talent around Cam Ward.
You got a rookie quarterback, wide receiver. Your best option is a guy who was clipped for throwing games.
It's really bad watching them.
It's bad.
I don't like watching Cam Ward, bro. The Titans are terrible.
Cam Ward is cool. Like, Cam Ward is smooth. He looks poised out there, but he really just don't have
He don't have nothing
going on around him. I mean, you got Pollard as your running back. I mean, you got the defense who gonna give up some plays. Like,
it's just not.
It's just not good. I can't blame the coach for that. Tennessee just needed somebody to push onto the sword for that. But I mean, to me, that was kind of dumb. I think it's just a rebuilding year for them. They got their quarterback.
Yeah,
he shows flashes of doing good with what he got. But obviously he needs some more pieces around him.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. Not a good watch.
No, it's not.
And I guess that's what the Titans was looking at. It's like, man, this is not a good watch, man. We need to change something. So we're gonna scapegoat the head coach and
players
and see what we can do. See what we can do.
He only been there a year and a half.
Yeah, right.
That's the problem. Like, it wasn't the coach. I'm pretty sure he'll land on his feet somewhere and end up.
And this is his first season with Cam Ward. It's only 6 games into the season.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Tennessee just out here making more Tennessee-like decisions. I don't know how else to even describe that. That was pointless.
Yeah, so my apologies to Bill Callahan. I don't blame you. We don't blame you.
No, we don't.
I feel like you need to have at least 2 seasons with a rookie quarterback to see if it's going to be something.
Yeah.
First season is get them accustomed to the NFL and the schedule and the regimen and, with defenses and so forth and so on. The second season, we should see some growth. If there's no growth there, then I can understand, all right, this is not a good pairing. It's not a good match. Not a good match.
I just don't think he has the personnel on that team yet.
Yeah, they don't have the
really
personnel.
Do something.
No.
So, I mean, that was my problem.
Yeah.
Hell, they traded away some of their best assets that they had on defense. Mm-hmm. And you got a rookie quarterback, and he only been there a year and a half, like we said. So, I mean, I don't know what the front office was on with that one. But, hey, that's up to y'all.
Maybe they got somebody else in mind.
Maybe they got somebody they really want real bad, and, he was just a sacrifice to get said person. Maybe.
Yeah.
But speaking of sacrifices and things going left and surprises, how about we hop into another wonderful segment on this show? A segment I know you've probably been looking forward to for several days now.
Huh.
A segment called Ask a Giants Fan.
Oh, ask me.
This segment is all things Big Blue. And we dead eyes want to know what you think. Eagles versus Giants.
Hey, man, we got a win against the Philadelphia Eagles. Been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I think it's like the first time in like 2 years or something like that we beat them. We beat them 1 year.
First win in
even
Thursday night football, and Lord knows how long. I forgot how long. It's like 16 games or something crazy.
All I'm going to say is Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, our defense, we showing some hope. They're showing some hope to the Giants fan base.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, okay, we beat Philadelphia. Mind you, Philadelphia has been a juggernaut in our division for a while.
Yeah.
Defending champs.
Yeah.
Super Bowl defending champs, Philadelphia Eagles.
That stadium was rocking.
But, you know, it was just good to get a win against a division opponent because we needed it, right? And it's good to have Jackson Dart's 2-1. He's 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah.
But protected the football. Very physical. We punched Philadelphia in the mouth, ran the ball. Cam Scatterboo, you know, Scat is what we call him. They couldn't do nothing with him.
Scat Pack going crazy out there.
3 touchdowns. Jackson Dart setting the tone with scrambling, getting into the end zone. We had our foot on the gas pretty much all night. Jackson Dart using his legs, navigating in the pocket, finding Wan'Dale Robinson on the sideline, catch there. Wan'Dale breaks a tackle, gets into the end zone. We put up 14 points very quick. I love to see that. The defense showing up. You know, defense showed up, applying pressure, didn't let A.J. Brown get too crazy.
And I think that's kind of what they was going for on draft night, right? You know, we went to a draft party. It was some mixed reactions from yourself and several of the Giants fan base about them taking Abdul Carter at number 3. But I think we are starting to see the fruits of that start to grow. You know, it's starting to bear fruit that they did good in terms of their decision, because now, you know, a lot of people were hoping for Shador. A lot of people were kind of against it. It was mixed reviews on that. But Jackson Dart, to add on to your statement, he's 2-1 so far. You just won against the defending champs. You got Cam Scatterboo who came in. Scat, I got you on fantasy, so 30 points in fantasy, you good with me, brother. But Scatterboo, Jackson Dart have really changed the energy in there. Yeah. Because just even looking at the games and being at a game, well, it was an away game for the Giants when I saw them play in person. But their energy, like even watching it on TV, is like, okay. You can feel it. You can feel it. You could see that they was charged up. They was piped up. They was hollering. The crowd is loud. It was rocking in that stadium. It kind of felt like the energy that we kind of saw that Falcons-Bills game. Like once they started scoring and making all these plays, the crowd getting energized. You got people singing songs, and it was just lit. And I think that's kind of what we saw out of the Giants when they took off to that 14-point lead. They're like, oh, shit, we at them. And then the defense just coming up, making plays. Stop.
Get a pick, a turnover by Cordell Flott, kind of sealed the game. I mean, we scored 34 points. I mean, that was impressive within itself because it's hard to score. It's hard for us to score points. We scored in the red zone. That was crucial.
You did everything right.
We did everything we were supposed to do. We didn't make many mistakes. No, it was a good game. Great game. You know, so I'm excited to what we got going on. We got Denver coming up this week. Another challenge.
Tough matchup.
But
if they play like that, I will say they got a chance.
Yeah, we have an identity. Run the ball, get physical. We use Jackson Dart to extend plays, use his legs to find receivers. You know, obviously we have a deficit in the receiver room, but we doing what we can do. We utilizing our tight ends a little bit more, Theo Johnson. So get him involved, and you know, I think we'll be all right, man. We're seeing that growth is what I'm talking about. Like, you know, that we're not seeing with the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward.
I want Jackson Dart to slide. Yeah, get on the ground. I know you're trying to make plays. I know we want to see you hyped up, but you already banged up at wide receiver. So you're heavily reliant on your run game right now. You got Scatterboo, He's a fucking hammer. But I need for you to slide because you need to be available.
Protect yourself, because if you go down,
yourself.
oh my God. Look, he went out for 2 plays. Went into the medical tent.
Dayball almost had a damn heart attack. He stopped coaching. He went into the tent.
Oh
with
my
him.
God. Russell Wilson comes out on the field, throws a ball into the dirt. Oh my God. Get him out of there.
The way Dayball went over to that medical tent to check on he good. Like he need a massage. He need some water.
Man, he love him some Jackson Dart. You know his whole career is riding on this draft pick. It ain't no doubt about it.
I've never seen a coach.
He hugging on him, kissing on him, the whole 9, just all in his face.
That's his son.
They said I saw a meme that says, "Look, I want somebody to love me like Dayball loved Jackson Dart." God,
if everybody had a little bit of that type of love in their life, the world would be a better place.
Oh my God, you can tell that he is riding. All his chips are in
he
on
put
this
all
player.
his chips on Dart, and right now it's paying off pretty well because it's keeping him and his job secure.
But I mean, check. I mean, if we beat Dallas. We looking at what? What we at right now? We 2-3.
Yeah.
We 2-3. No, we're 2-4.
2-3.
We 2-3. So we beat Dallas.
Hold on, 2-4. Y'all haven't had a bye weekend. 2-4. You lost one to the Cowboys. You beat the Eagles.
Yeah, beat the Eagles. Lost the Cowboys. Lost to the Chiefs. Lost to the Washington. Lost to the Saints.
Yeah.
Bro, we
still got 3 more division games.
We could be in a better position, but it is what it is. Right now, we focus on going forward. We got Denver coming up, good matchup. Then we got Philly again right after that. Then we go into a bye. So I think if we leave this week, before the bye 1-1, we're in good position. But we ain't talking about playoffs or anything like that. We just talking about growth and doing well. So we'll see what we do. I'm excited what we got going on. I like the identity, physical, running the football. Jackson Dart using his legs. He's throwing the ball very well. Accurate, throws it in the middle of the field. Giving our receivers shots at the ball. My boy Lil Jordan Humphrey making plays.
Big Jordan, as
you know what I'm saying? So I mean, you got guys stepping up, man. So that's all you can do at this point. Play good defense, control the ball, control the clock. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I like to see it, man. I like to see what they got going on. Shout out to Big Blue.
Yeah, NFL is in a better position when the Giants are winning.
I don't know about all that. But moving right along to another wonderful segment. Since we just so eloquently talked about some of the things we want to see, we might as well hop into another important segment of the show. Getting into week 7, these folks need to know what to watch. So we got to give them MustSeeTV.
MustSeeTV.
Man, these folks got the goddamn hittish, no cap.
These folks got goddamn hittish shit, no cap.
Tune in. Tune in.
So for MustSeeTV, man, who do you want? What's your favorable matchup? What's the game that you really think these folks need to watch from week 7?
The banged up Detroit Lions secondary going against the banged up Tampa Bay Buccaneers receivers. I mean, that's the matchup. You know what I'm saying? You got the quote unquote MVP Baker Mayfield, just pulling wins from out of his ass, literally.
Yeah.
Carrying his team on his back. Just got a win, at home. Were they at home or they on the road? I think they were at home, the Buccaneers.
They were on the road.
Can't remember. Either way, they just got that victory there. No, they were at home. They were at home. They were at home. That win there against the 49ers, that was a big win, by the way. Now you playing against the Detroit Lions team who really just got beat by the Chiefs. First drive was good against the Chiefs. But after that, it was just downhill from there. You know what I mean?
Just got flat out beat.
So curious to see this matchup here. NFC
NFC
matchup.
It was a couple questionable ones. The Kelsey catch on the ground. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But
minus that, they still
it was a little bit of
win.
stripery going on. But they still won though.
Yeah, minus that, they still won big.
Yeah, they did.
They still won big, you know. But yeah, so it's an NFC matchup. You know, these are two playoff teams in my opinion, two contenders in my opinion. You know, both are injured, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they both adjust to each other and how they play.
I mean, who you got?
Who?
Think on it. Don't worry about it.
Give me Detroit, man. Give me Detroit at home.
For the win.
For the win. Detroit at home. And they got Brian Branch, who suspended a game. So they got another defensive back that's out. So they out probably about 6 or 7 DBs. But, you know, give me the Lions. I'll take the Lions on that, man.
I mean, I ain't mad at it. I mean, I feel like I'm just questioning how much can Baker do with no wide receivers. Like, if he gets Mike Evans back, I think it puts them in a much better position. But Baker is doing phenomenal things right now. So I can't put it past his capabilities. However, you at least got to have one guy that's going to scare the damn defense so that the other guys can at least get open. Yeah. And right now, who's that?
They got players in there though. They got some depth.
They got some
Sterling
good wide
Shepard,
receivers.
You know, they got Johnson. They got some players now.
Did Sterling get banged up in that game?
I don't know. I don't think so. He was there.
I think he's good. But yeah,
they got receivers now. They might be not guys that you haven't heard of because they're rookies or second year players, but they got guys.
Okay, I'll accept it. So I don't know. I'm a little lenient. I'm still a little lenient Lions, but especially coming off of that loss to the Chiefs, if the Lions play how I think the Lions play, they want to come back firing after a loss. So I'm a little bit lenient Lions, but I'm not putting it past the Buccaneers to make some shake. Yeah. Another game on there that just as a bonus one, I'm very curious for this Eagles-Vikings game. Because of the simple fact that the Eagles coming off of that loss to the Giants in a division game, and they just did not look good
at all.
They didn't look good at all. And you coming off of that close loss from the Broncos game, I feel like at some point it got to kick in that, like, okay, we got to fight back. So I mean, I'm expecting to see a better performance
in a hostile environment.
Yeah, they got to go to Minnesota though. Yeah. Minnesota coming off a bye week, so this is very much so a position where they could go down 3 losses in a row. Yeah. And they don't want to do that. So I think if the Eagles are like I think the Eagles are, they're gonna fight back. But the Vikings defense and coming off of a bye week is gonna make and at home is gonna make them a very tough opponent to beat. So and they secondary, the Eagles secondary haven't been looking that great either. Justin Jefferson
got banged up too. Quinyon Mitchell got banged up that game.
Justin Jefferson, Addison out there. Yeah. Hawkinson.
Oh, man. The Eagles secondary was bad. Ringo was getting tried.
Oh, Ringo was getting cooked.
Penalties and catches all over him. Adoree Jackson's not good. No effort. You know, we let him go. He was a former Giant, so y'all can have him. Trash. But yeah, the Eagles, I mean, they got their work cut out for them against this Minnesota offense.
Yes, they do. They do. And that's why that one is on my radar to watch. Yeah. A couple other ones like that Colts Chargers game, I think that should be a nice intense battle too. But that's definitely what we're looking forward to seeing out of MustSeeTV.
Yes, sir.
But possibly the most important part of the show. Yeah. Coming up.
Wrap it up.
A lot of important things coming here. It's a little section we like to call Best Bets.
Best Bets.
Put your chips on the table. Don't wrap me up. Because I got something to say about these best bets. You know what I'm about to say?
What?
Do you know what I'm about to say? What the was that, Ty?
Oh, my God. It was awful.
You went 0-3.
Over.
I went 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that,
It was
man?
bad,
Bringing it to a grand total of 10-4-1 for me on the season and 7-8 for you. And we was just talking shit about these ESPN people, and you can't be out here embarrassing me in front of them like that.
I know. It's tragic. God,
So we gotta tighten up and get this guy back on track, and we gotta keep the W's rolling for me.
Yeah.
So tell the people, what are your best bets this week, and you better not say no bullshit.
Nah, I got some good ones this week. I hope so.
All right.
First one I'm going with is New England -7. They're playing the Tennessee Titans. Okay. New England has been showing me, especially Drake May, that they are a competitive team and a potential contender.
It was our contender last week.
They won. They beat the Saints. Obviously, they beat Buffalo before that. With Buffalo going down, they are in a good position in the division where they can possibly make a run. If Buffalo keeps playing how they're playing, they can make a run to lead that division. But in this game particularly, the Titans are bad.
Yeah.
They're bad. They're terrible. They just fired their coach.
We're gonna see how the Titans look with the
You can
new
do
guy.
right. You can do
put
one.
in
You
there.
know, two ways. You can do good, or you can be even worse without the head coach.
Yeah, so I don't know which way that's gonna go.
If they do well, then you can see, okay, the head coach was a problem. If they do worse, it wasn't the head coach.
No.
So
And
give me the
I'm
New
leaning
England
towards that.
Patriots -7. Drake May is playing out of his mind. Running the football, they're doing well. Throwing the ball, they're doing well. Demario Douglas doing well. You got Stephon Diggs going crazy, catching the ball. So give me the New England Patriots.
Okay.
My next bet is going to be the New York Big Blue Giants. They're on the road playing Denver +6.5. Okay. I'm taking the hook. I'm taking the half point. 6.5, I think this is going to be a defensive game.
Okay.
Because you got two pretty good defenses going up against each other. I think the score is kind of close. The way that the Giants been playing football, running the ball, trying to control the clock, things of that nature, being effective in the run game. Okay. And credit to the offensive line. The offensive line has been playing very well for the New York Giants. It's the best line that I've seen, best offensive line play that I've seen in a while. Because it's always been offensive line.
It was ass when they had Saquon.
Yeah, so offensive line been playing well, and we're going to need that, especially going against this Denver defense, right? Because the Denver defense, I'm worried about Nick Bonito, edge rusher. So they got some edge rushers there, Nick Bonito and the other edge rusher on the other side. What's his damn name? Chubb. Bradley Chubb.
Oh.
So they got some pass rushers there. Obviously, they got probably the best DB in the league with Patrick Surtain. We just got to run the football, keep the score low. I think we'll be able to cover that spread. My next one is going to be Tampa Bay.
Don't turn the ball over, Jackson.
Don't turn it all up. Don't turn
Throw it away before you throw an interception.
Right. Next bet is going to be Tampa Bay +5 versus Denver. I mean, not Denver, Detroit. We just talked about this one, MustSeeTV. I think, like I said, it's going to be one of those elevated NFC games because these are two NFC teams that can be in the playoffs that can make a run for a Super Bowl if they are at full strength. So they both are not at full strength. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers +5. I think 5 is a lot of points. Give me the Bucs.
So you said you wanted the Lions to win, but you think the Bucs will cover 5.
Mm-hmm. Lions win, Bucs will cover.
Okay.
Yeah, so New England -7, Giants +6.5, Tampa Bay Buccaneers +5. Don't screw me.
I ain't mad at it. So I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
I gotta piggyback off of my team doing well last week. One of my teams doing well. Very rare situation for us to do the New York Giants, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Los Angeles Chargers win. Mm-hmm. But it happened. So I got to piggyback off of that momentum. I like the Atlanta Falcons +2 versus the San Francisco 49ers. Honestly, I don't know why the 49ers are necessarily the favorite in this game. Just because of they are banged the hell up. Mm-hmm. I think on paper, originally just looking at rosters, you're maybe thinking San Francisco should be the stronger team. But given where they are in this injury mountain they have going on, the quarterback back and forth between Mac Jones and Brock.
If Atlanta could keep up that pass rush, I think they'll be good.
If Atlanta keeps up that pass rush, the absence of Fred Warner to stop against the runner, they did very well timed blitzes. Given what I saw, if that Falcons team shows up to play against San Francisco, I think the Falcons can definitely cover a +2.
It's a lock.
They should win. It's damn near a lock. Another game that I'm taking simply off of statistical analysis and looking at the situation, I'm going to take the Houston Texans over the Seattle Seahawks. Give me the Houston Texans +3.5, though. Texans +3.5. Texans coming off of a bye week, for one. That automatically puts you at a slight advantage over the other team because you had some rest and you had some extra game planning time. They had a win before the bye week. They was able to beat up on a beat-up-ass Ravens team, but they showed that they can run the ball with Chubb, and also they had Woody Marks go off before that. So you showed me a rushing attack, and one thing the Seattle Seahawks have showed me that they are susceptible to a run. For that reason, I'm going to take the Houston Texans over the Seahawks, and plus, as I so eloquently stated, the Seahawks are ass at home. I don't know why they play so bad at home, but they do. I don't trust them. Give me a Houston Texans +3.5. Last one I'm going to take is the Green Bay Packers -6.5 versus the Arizona Cardinals. Look, Kyler Murray, I don't know if he's going to be out. Jacoby Brissett didn't play a terrible game.
Marvin Harrison got banged up too.
But Marvin Harrison went out with a concussion. That just leaves Trey McBride and Brissett as it stands currently. I think DeMarcado had like a little ankle issue, so you already on your third running back. Listen, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to overcome, and the Green Bay Packers look fresh and rejuvenated coming off of their bye week. This is their second game. I think they can do it against this Arizona Cardinals. 6.5 is a little high, but I mean, given the context of who they playing, I think they can do it.
Yeah.
So that's Atlanta Falcons +2, Houston Texans +3.5, and the Green Bay Packers -6.5. Don't screw me. I'm trying to run it back and go undefeated again. They talk shit about old GOAT, so GOAT had to back.
Yeah, I fuck with it. I like that Green Bay pick. Matthew Golden been getting involved in the offense too.
Yeah. I done already plugged the teaser. I'm feeling good. But one more thing that these people definitely need to know before we go. They still gotta know, who is your dog of the week?
Who is it? I'm taking the Colts, man.
Oh, you all right. I mean, I was gonna tell them the records and whatnot.
Tell them. I'm not excited.
I won. You tried to skip over it. I won again. I also got my dog correct, so that was 4-0. Your dog did not bark last week.
No,
that did not work out because you had San Fran. But again, you gotta get back on track. So you saying you gonna Colts up against Bolts up?
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts, man. The Chargers injuries mountain. As far as the offensive line goes,
Joe Alt, it's a possibility. They haven't confirmed. It's a possibility that Khalil Mack and Joe Alt come back in this game. Possibly.
Yeah. The Chargers struggled against the bad Miami's Dolphins team that just fell apart.
That O-line,
They falling apart. And
they ran the way ball well,
the way that the Colts have been playing. Granted, they haven't played anybody that great yet. But they've been running the football.
The Broncos. That's the only.
They've been running the football very well with Taylor.
Yeah.
Daniel
He's
Jones
best in the league right now.
Daniel Jones is arguably up there in the MVP discussion with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
He has a good completion percentage. He's throwing the ball accurately, running the football. I think they are one of those teams that I'll ride it. You know what I'm saying? Against the Chargers, I'll ride it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bad bet. I'm not mad at it at all. Actually, it makes a lot of sense. So I'm not mad at it, even though it's going against one of my other beloved teams.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not mad at it. The Colts play well. I do like the Colts as a staff, record label, and a motherfucking crew.
They winning games.
Yes.
The Chargers ain't show me nothing in the Miami game to lead me to believe that they'll win this game.
Kamani Vidal had a good game.
Yeah, but like I said, it's against Miami, bro. Miami, the falling apart Miami. After the game, Tua talking about we ain't miss. We got guys, you know, missing.
Quiet as kept. The
know
Colts.
what I mean?
The Colts gave up 27 points from the Cardinals with a backup quarterback and a backup running back.
Okay.
A third string running back. So I mean, D. McCarroll had like one carry in the game, but. So listen, that's all I'm saying. Okay. But it's gonna be close. I'm not mad at it.
Buck up. Bucking the Colts.
I'm gonna go another direction. I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars overseas versus who they playing over there?
The Rams.
Exactly. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville to take the dub in London against the Rams because everybody knows that Jacksonville is pretty much having a home game in London.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I think it's a good spot for them. They coming off of another tough game. They had a win, they had a loss. You know, they going back. They kind of getting a overseas home game. The Rams, the injury to Puka Nacua is a big ass deal. He's probably one of the most productive, if not the top wide receiver in the league.
Oh yeah,
thus far. But having that injury to Puka is huge. So I mean, I feel like that in conjunction with them being in London, it being a weird space, it being a weird game. The Jags don't really. Jags get a lot of dubs in London, so give me Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. I want to say the point spread on that game was like
3 or something.
3. Yeah, it's 3. Jacksonville the underdog for that, but I like what the Jags got going on enough to be able to take this dub.
They can't shoot themselves in the foot, man.
Cannot shoot yourselves in the foot. I need one of them birthday performances out of Trevor Lawrence to make this shake, and I think they can do it.
Yeah,
I think they can do it. But that's all we got.
That's it.
So make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Keep showing us love so we can keep showing it back. Shout out to Nelson again, who's talking slips and whatnot, talking some picks.
Make some shit happen.
Make some shit shake. We had a teaser hit.
I mean, that's what we here for.
That's what we here for. had some props hit. That's what we here for.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's what we doing. So make sure y'all tap in. Shoot us a message on the gram. I'm going to chat back. You know what I'm saying? If you got some slips, send it. I give you my honest opinion on it. Give you some feedback. If I like it, I might tell it.
Yeah.
If you like what I got going on, all you got to do is get in with me. Anything else you want to tell the people, man?
Parlays.
Making money line plays.
Yes, sir.
May all these bets continue to pay because I need some more money today. For sure.
Shout out to y'all, man.
I need that money. Peace.
Yeah.
Running out, get it.